question for you. Now that you're in MadWorld, what was it like writing for this game?
It was, for me, I described it to more than one person as a dream job. My daily scenario would be to wake up in the morning, check my email, see what Warren had sent me from the night before, because Warren would get home from another job and then work until 12, 1, 2 in the morning, and I'd be asleep. I'd check out what Warren had sent me, laugh at that, make notes, have some coffee, go into my big, fat, black, overstuffed chair, recline the seat, pour a bottle of whatever I was drinking. The dog would fall asleep in my lap, and I would just type and laugh all day while IMing Warren, who should have been working at his other job, but was working on MadWorld. Hope your boss doesn't see this.
No, probably not, though. It probably won't. No, it was sort of like a way of getting stuff out. You know, it was like a cleansing experience. But I think towards the end, though, I feel like in some ways we felt like we were a little drained because we wrote thousands of lines, and by the end we weren't even sure if things were funny anymore. We'd be like JP, you would write us back, oh man, that stuff was great, and we'd be like, really? Okay, cool, great,
JP we'd write stuff back and say that stuff was great, and I would think, who wrote that? I don't even remember writing. I would write stuff in the beginning of the day, and Warren would say something about it at the end of the day, and I would think, wait, I wrote that like last week, right? Because you're writing so many things. The more things you do, it's like the longer you live. It's like a secret to feeling like your life is extended by cramming events into it. When you're writing that much stuff, you just lose track of time and space and everything. And when you finally tear yourself away from the computer, you're drained.
Yeah, Ken would send me lines, and I thought they were his lines. And he'd be like, these are great. And I'm like, yeah, these are great. You did a good job. And he's like, no, these are your lines. The ones that you sent me. I was like, oh, yeah, I did. I wrote that. Yeah. And like, we had no idea who wrote what at a certain point. It was like, okay, whatever.
So did you guys settle into roles as the two announcers? Did you guys go back and forth doing the lines for one or the other? Or would you mostly... would you play with each other's lines, or would you add to them? What was sort of the dynamic? How did it work out?
Yeah, basically what we did is we each took like a level. Well, in the beginning we sort of went from, we'd get one level, they give us a big chunk of stuff, and we would go down for each scenario, and, we'd be like, okay, you do 1 through 50, and I'll do 50 through 100 or whatever. Then we'd switch them back and send them back to each other. Then they started sending us multiple levels with multiple tabs in it, so we'd be like, okay, you take this whole tab, I'll take that whole tab, and we'd send it to each other, and we give each other notes and things we thought, it might be funnier if you said this, or it might be funnier if you said that. I mean, a lot of times we sort of left it alone, but if we saw something that needed changing, we would change it.
Yeah, and then there'd be times where, for some reason, one of us would just be, we couldn't think of anything to write for certain actions. Be like, I got nothing on this. You got any ideas for this? And just sometimes a single word from the other person would spark a whole nother level of ideas. So it was a very, very much a back and forth for us.
But a lot of it was done through IM and through email. I think we had one day where we spent the day together, and because we had some builds of the game, and we would play it. I would play, because like Ken said, he doesn't like to play, or not that he doesn't like to, he's just not he's not strong when it comes to playing video games.
I blame our schools.
Yeah, I blame our video game schools. And I would play it, and we would say something, and we'd talk about it, and he would write it down. But that was it was just like one day of collaboration where we were in the same room, and the rest of the time it was just like really a back and forth.
Yeah, Sega America gave us both, periodically would give us builds of the game that we would play on the Wii. And Warren is adept enough at these things that he would say to me, oh yeah, I went up on the roof and I found these things. It's like, roof? Jesus Christ, I died I can't get past the fucking gate. For me, it was like pointless after a while to even try to play the game.
So I died of a stroke.
Yeah, exactly.
How did that happen?
The most useful thing for me was when I would get a build, not a build, but just somebody playing the game that recorded, just kind of going through the levels, and that way I wouldn't die. I could just kind of watch what was going on. It allowed me no exploration, but at least I got an idea of what was going on with the game. And ultimately, I just kind of faked it. I just made stuff up.
With Happy Tree Friends and now this, like, I think the natural, inclination when you finish a job and you're proud of it, you want to show your family, you want to show your friends, you want to send clips or whatever to your parents. Like, do you do that with this kind of stuff, with Happy Tree Friends? And like, what are their reactions to it? If so, like, do they get it?
My mother still calls me an animator when she describes what I do to her friends. She doesn't understand what I do. I don't send her Happy Tree Friends. She doesn't have a computer. I wouldn't send her a DVD. She thinks that I still do the kinds of drawings I did when I was in high school that she has framed in her house. Basically, I stopped existing and evolving once I left home. All my other friends are totally into this stuff. They know Happy Tree Friends. They understand it. They love it. They're going to love this game. I don't have a Wii myself, and Sega was not kind enough to purchase one for me. Even though I asked for that as a bonus, which I think we both earned.
We also asked for
We're so getting this edited out. No, I'm kidding.
But my friends with Wiis are really looking forward to this game. And I'm talking about a couple of my friends with Wiis are in their 50s and 60s. One of them has just turned 70, and he is really looking forward to playing this game.
Yeah, and for me, like, I tell my family and stuff, and they look at me like, how do you think of this stuff? Like my mom will ask me that every time. How do you think of this stuff? Well, it's like the same question every time. I'm like, I don't know. And so,
but yeah, think about you, Mom.
I just think about my childhood. But but when I told people I was working on MadWorld, like once I was able to tell people, because in the beginning I said, don't talk about it. But once I was able to tell people were like, you're working on that, and everybody was really excited. So I think it had a good buzz, and with Happy Tree Friend, people say the same thing. You work on that? That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying people seem to know it, like surprisingly. Like when on Facebook, the Happy Tree Friend group has like a 1.3 million fans, and I looked at the Star Wars group, and I tried to look for other ones, and it had like 300,000 fans. I was like, how do we have more fans than Star Wars?
But less money.
But much less money. How come I'm not living on a ranch?
Hey, but doesn't George Lucas live around the corner from you, Ken?
Does he lives right down the street? I'm gonna go.
Well, he's actually in bed right over.
Yeah. Oh wait, George.
Where'd he go? Oh well, he'll be back.
Will it be your last breath? Will it be your last move? Will it be your last step? Step, don't step too close, or else it's gonna make a mess when your chest explodes. Yeah, throw the full moon, make you go right. Caught up in the maze, dark and twisted.